Bezo coming into this are front runner. A first place and a second place, I believe they had, and suddenly everything
Oh,
has
that's 8
gone
belt. There it is.
down. That's Belveth 3.
Hi, I'm Garrix, a challenger player on EU West, and what you just saw was a game from one of my first tournaments. I've got improving to do still, so come along on this journey with me and let's get better at TFT together. So a quick overview of the Kai'Sa board. Well, of course you have Kai'Sa 3, or that's your goal. Supporting here you have Misfortune and Nico. And in the front line you'll usually go for Rel main tank, and Echo Garen supporting and Nyla as well. If you don't hit Rel 3 star, you could play Echo as main tank if you hit in 2 star early, or if you are contester or something with the Rels. As you also see, this Misfortune is holding the Star Guardian emblem, so that's if you get any natural tomes or any augments for that. Otherwise you can play her without it as well. Maybe drop Nico then, because you'll have 4 Star Guardians and you'll play something else. For augments, multi-shot for Kai'Sa of course, hold the line for Rel. Another version could also be Enchanted ammunition with Lucian, which is the version we played in the game actually. So you roll for Kai'Sa and Rel at 7, and at 8 you'll play Syndra as well. I believe this is the board we played, right? So yeah, something like this. For the other augments, we like combat augments, because this is kind of like a tempo board actually, even though if you're rerolling you need to be quite strong early, so you have the time later to roll, because other boards will spike before you hit your Kai'Sa and your Rel, and most often when you hit they aren't like the strongest, but when you get to like 8, when you get in Syndra, the board is quite strong actually. So yeah, let's get into the game. We started off Sylas this game with a rod. We picked up a Lucian pair. Yeah, we have Sylas too as well. And holding a Lulu pair, and Annie here for the potential Gadgeteen, Lux for Spellslinger Synergy, and Pantheon here serves as both Heart and also maybe some Infinity. We get a 5 item opener actually, and looking at these items, I mean, let's see, like the Gunblade and Less Whisper, so it could be an 80 flex game. Also the Gunblade with bow open could be like a Kai'Sa angle. We also were offered the Enchanted ammunition, making the Kai'Sa angle quite a viable option here. I scout around and see quite a bit of Lucians, but everybody seems to be picking the other one, the Hyperbolic Time Shaper giving XP, so I thought I wouldn't be contested here, so picking up the Enchanted ammunition and looking for a Kai'Sa angle. Right now the plan is just to play a decent board early, really. Maybe try to streak, gain some gold. And yeah, right now we're using Kayla as the holder of our items and playing just whatever strong units we hit. Again, looking around, important to notice there was one guy there with the rocket grab, so need to keep that in mind when positioning later. Also, a good rule of thumb can be to set up your board while you're waiting, so you know what to look for and what your end game board might look like. So something like that. Here we see the Morgana, very strong unit early, so always try to play her when you can. She's quite tanky actually, and the CC on 2 units is quite big, quite impactful in the early game. If you think like, yeah, at this point you have 4 units on board, so half of them will be stunned by Morgana for quite a while. so very impactful. She usually fits onto quite a lot of boards as well later, so yeah, there she missed, quite unlucky. She hit like a target that died, but here she hit 2 units, winning the fight, so that's nice. It was quite close, as you can see. Here with the Lulu 2. Not sure what to do with it, really, because it doesn't really fit onto the board, right? Well, if you think about it, it actually does. We make the Lulu 2 here and replace our Kale. Kale didn't have any synergies really, so Lulu 2 is definitely stronger. When we position around these Lulu and double level here for the buy to secure the win. Here we face the Blitzcrank, the Rocket Grab, and he's quite tanky with the Gargoyle as well as the Warmogs. Very strong combo, and he has Brawler as well. So a super tanky Blitz here. Let's see if we can get through. Lulu is trying her best. Silas and Morgana in the front line. Morgana actually cast before she died, which wins us the fight actually. And very nice, very nice. We pick up the Wukong pair here. Holding, pairs or just random 2 stars in the early game are quite strong. So as you can see, I don't have any synergies right now on my board, just quite a strong board in general, 3 2 stars and Morgana as well. And that's enough to keep this 3 streak at least. Now at the carousel here, I would want a tier for the Shiv, but I find a rod and a bow instead, so that makes Ginsu and keeps an open bow still for the Shiv later, so that's actually not that bad either. Here I get rewarded for holding that Wukong pair, hit a Wukong 2, and so I can make my board even stronger. Yeah, right now we're quite low on econ though, because, well, we have spent quite a lot of money on our board, but at least we make 10 here. And the good thing with all of these random 1 cost 2 stars at least is that you sell them for full value later, so at least they're not we're not losing gold there. Facing another strong person here with the Soul Eater augment. Very strong augment for Anima Squad if you have a good board, which this person has. Very close fight as you can see, but the healing is just too much, and I can't burst his units down before they heal up. So quite unfortunate that we lose here, but that's okay, at least we made 10. So our econ is not like in shambles at least. Here we get quite a weird shop actually, 2 4 costs, Samira and Aatrox. Sadly, I'm quite committed to the Kai'Sa board. I do have Dila's Whisper Slam available here, but Enchanted Abinition and Samira isn't really the best combo. And also quite a lot of persons were playing, I think it was 3, were playing that Hyperbolic Time Chamber with Lucian. So I thought that I might be quite contested if I play for Samira, because most of those boards transition to some sort of sure shot mech board or something like that in the late game. Here I face quite a spicy board. It's the Lux Carry augment here. Not often you see that, but it can work. I decided to pick up the Aatrox here at least, because Aatrox is quite a good unit. We get another Samira. but we won't be playing them, but we can hold them for now. Hopefully we get some good components here. And right now we're quite lacking in the tank item department. Get some more gold here. Even more. We hit a Kaisa, which is quite good. Very good actually. And we hit the static sheep board, the tier here for the static sheep. I should have actually kept the ribbon there maybe for the defender, but that's fine. Now we can just transition because Kaisa with the quick draw bonus will definitely be stronger. And yeah. Also this could be a good point to tailor the board, right? But we already have the hero augment and well, I can't really tailor the board. I don't have really anything to play. If I could, I would play a Star Guardian here maybe. Would be quite good. But we don't have that option. So yeah. 30 gold right now. Got the Kaisa and actually not a crappy board at least, so we're looking pretty good. Good items as well. We have full items for our Kaisa, so we should prioritize tank items right now. Now let's see what the augment will be. Here we get Renegade Crest, Sunfire board or Scope Weapons. I decide to just take the Sunfire board because that's never bad really, and I don't have anti-heal right now. Combat augments is quite important for this Kaisa board, so just Sunfire board is pretty good in general. And yeah, that guy already hit the Lux 3, so kind of scary. And if you notice, he was also holding 2 Kaisas, which was kind of sus, but yeah. We hit the Rel at least, so we get Defender Star Guardian in, which is quite a big spike, and the Morgana too, so we're actually quite strong right now. Well, we're not weak at least. Strong is maybe not quite correct. Here we face one of those Hyperbolic Time Chamber players with like a million units on his board with all of these Infinite Team shenanigans. But yeah, Kaisa is quite strong at this point of the game, even if it's Kaisa 1. So we take home this one. At this time I'm trying to think about what my board will look like, because as I mentioned earlier, this Morgana 2 is actually quite strong and quite a good flex unit, and this Kaisa board is quite flexible, so I'm thinking about how my board will look. Yeah, this Ezreal will not be played. Kaisa just needs 2 quick draws. He doesn't really benefit from the bonus at all. So yeah. Here I do a quick switch. I see that the Blitzhook guy is in my rotation, so I put Rel in the corner. I don't face him though, right? So doesn't really matter, but it's a good practice. We're facing a brawler with the makeshift armor, which is quite a good combo. You get a lot of value from that HP along with those resistances, a lot of effective HP, so to say. Yeah, the Lux 3 loses here. Haven't quite got those items yet. Here we get another carousel, another glitched out carousel with a lesser champion duplicator, which is quite good for me as we are rerolling for Kaisa. This is very good actually. And in this carousel we're looking for a tank component, and cloak makes us able to slam the Dragon's Claw right now, which is very good. Because there's like a mixed amount of magic damage in the lobby, so quite a good slam. I slam it on the Silas here because, well, I'm selling him later and he has the most HP, I believe, so he benefits the most from that healing bonus. Now, I was thinking about leveling here, but I would be quite poor if I did that. But you could argue that you could do that to keep the streak. Here we face the Blitzcrank player, actually, so rewarded for that positioning, keep that in mind. Yeah, the fight's looking kinda bad, but Kaisa is finding her way in the back line. She has scaled up and she will carry this fight along with Morgana. So we do keep that streak anyway, so we are rewarded for not leveling here and rushing, because you need a lot of gold, of course, if you are going to reroll. So I made that decision that, well, I'm quite healthy, of course, 96 HP, plenty of HP to work with, and we really need that gold. That's more important than the HP right now, so it's alright if we were losing. But I do level here actually and roll a bit for some upgrades, and because I want to keep the streak into the wolves here. So we hit Kaisa 2, we play this Aatrox and hope for the best. Now you could argue that I rolled a bit deep, but we were rewarded with the Kaisa 2, but that was the only thing I hit really. We hit the Nyla, we hit another Aatrox and the Rel, so not the worst, but our econ looks kind of bad. But if we keep the streak, it's actually fine. And it looks like we will keep the streak into the wolves. It was quite close, but we made it. So the play was quite okay. I probably should have sold the MFs here for the econ because I won't be playing her. So that's quite a mistake on my part. But it's alright. We find another Kaisa here. And we're changing the board accordingly now to what we have hit this game. So we will be playing the Aatrox, we have the Morgana. So maybe something like that. Yeah, quite awkward with 3-star Guardian, but it is what it is. Some more gold. Picking up the Ezreal pair here. I got a chain vest, which is quite good, but I can't really slam anything right now. We hit the Rel 2. I'm not making this Ezreal, we hit a Nico as well. Nyla here. I'm still rolling for some more units here. I'm really looking for the Aatrox 2 actually, but I can't quite find it. So yeah, again, a bit too aggressive on my part actually. As I said earlier, I'm 96 HP, so there's really no need to rush, and I couldn't really hit anything significant, or well, the Aatrox 2 would of course be significant, but the gain for what I lost in econ there was quite large. And unfortunately we lose here, so we lose our streak, and now we're quite poor because we roll down. Yeah. We hit a prismatic here. Think fast is obviously not an option. I have 0 gold. So because I have 0 gold, windfall here is quite good, and I hit the Aatrox 2 here, very nice. Aatrox 2, very good flex tank. Fits into any comp. Also hit the Garen here. Nyla 2, another Kaisa. So we're really close to the Kaisa here, and yeah, that's really good. We just need 2 more Kaisas and we'll be there. Yeah, Rel 3 isn't really an option this game. Haven't hit any Rels. And we have Aatrox 2 here as a tank. I position for the Blitzhook guy, but he's actually not in my rotation if I paid a little bit more attention. But again, it's good practice. This person here, level 8, quite strong. Has hit a Velvet 2, a Weasel 2 as well. So yeah, we're gonna get demolished here. Oh well, it's actually... Wait, oh yeah, we win this fight actually. Kaisa clutches it out. Yeah, very close, but we actually won that fight. Here we hit another Kaisa, so I decide to roll down. And well, yeah, super lucky. We hit the Kaisa 3 very early, spiking our board very hard. And we're in a very good position here. We have Kaisa 3 items, and a decent front line. So all we have to do right now is just level up and look for 6 Star Guardians. Oh, my mistake, I mean 4 Star Guardians. We don't have that spat, so chasing 6 is actually quite hard. But yeah, we're looking really good right now. Kaisa 3, Aatrox 2. Oh, these Eternal Winter stunts are Kaisa. That actually is enough, I believe, for us to lose the fight. Yeah, it was quite close. Quite close. But this person here hitting fast, so he rolled down into a very strong board. But that will fall off if he can't keep the tempo up. And again, losing doesn't really matter for us, as we were quite healthy before that loss anyway. So we just need to chill and get some items, and yeah, we'll be good. I was looking at what components to take here, and we can't take the belt if we want to slam something right now because we have Sunfire board. And I thought, well, Knight's Fire is always good, right? Because casting earlier for Aatrox makes he'll be tankier. And also these Protected Fire shield scales with Aatrox's, or well, with the holders, HP, and Aatrox gains some HP when casting, so good synergy with him. Yeah, and right now we're just chilling really. We hit the Kaisa 3. We have a strong board. So all we have to do right now is just chill and level up, and should be a free top 2. Again, I see that the Blitz dude is in my pool, and I do the quick switch in the last second and was very much rewarded for that. He has Verdant Veil here, so any CC is not gonna work against his units. But his board is not that strong, so we just go right through it really. So yeah, right now, seeing at 78 HP, 40 gold, very good position. Our board is quite strong. So yeah, we just have to just play regularly here really, just level, get in our units, and it's a wrap actually. Oh, now we're against the Lux board here. Now he has hit full items. So let's see what this Lux can do. One shot the Rel there. Not quite getting through the Aatrox. He has the Dragon's Claw, so he's quite tanky. And he's healing up. Kaisa also is healing him up. And Nyla as well. Or well, no, she died. But yeah, Lux can't quite get through this Aatrox. So we take that fight quite convincingly. Now we're hoping for some more tank items here to finish off our itemization here for Aatrox. And just whatever other good slam we can get. the Anima Squad guy took the egg. So I was quite surprised to see that he was still quite healthy, because, well, he's should be weaker than everybody else. Looking here what component to take. I decide Giant Belt is the best, because then I can make Redemption, which is never bad, and more importantly I do Shroud here, so that's the best play. Now when you're ahead, the important thing is to disrupt your opponents, really, more than get more raw power, so to say, onto your board, because my board is already quite strong. So disrupting your opponent's board with, like, well, Shrouds or Zephyrs in the late game can be quite more impactful than just getting raw power from other items. Here's another close fight, but Kaisa pulls through in the end. All good. Now we level here for 4-star Guardians. We all once hit the Nico, so we can just chill now and look for 9 as well. Yeah, I scattered around and looked where I should put the Shroud, so I decided to put Nyla there. Should probably have scattered a bit more, actually. Got a bit lazy, this is quite late. Yeah, now I'm looking onto how I should cap this board. And I decide that, well, 6-star Guardians might be the play, because I can just throw in that Morgana if I keep her on bench, right? So yeah, that's the plan. I hold on to this gene because I knew there was some gene players in the lobby, so I thought, well, by holding this maybe I could grieve them. But I think one of those, it was the Blitz guy, I think, who didn't have gene 2 yet, so I am not really grieving anybody here, but again, it's good practice to hold units when it doesn't hurt your economy, because it might hurt your opponent's economy at least, because they will have to roll down deeper for their units. Again, this Lux here, but again, this Aatrox is quite the tank here, so he is absorbing all of her casts while just healing up in between, which is quite funny. Again, a convincing victory for us. Yeah, look at that tank action. Now I have a full tank, and I was thinking, like, okay, we have Nico too. She's quite good actually with 4 or 6-star Guardians, so itemizing her will not be bad at all. So I was looking for the Gunblade to heal up our front line to buy even more time, but Giant Slayer is not bad at all. So Giant Slayer, and the item anvils gives us Seeks, Hodge, Soundfire, Redemption, or Rapid Fire Cannon. So thinking about what synergizes here is, well, Rapid Fire Cannon actually, because with the Star Guardian bonus we already gained some mana, some more mana from auto-attacking, so by auto-attacking more with this Rapid Fire Cannon we can cast more. So yeah, also it gives Nico some safety, because it gives her an additional range, meaning she won't walk up as far and she won't waste time walking up, so she'll just cast more often. Here we fight this Samira board again, and unfortunately our Aatrox gets bursted down by the Ace trait here. but that's alright. We still have quite a lot of HP to work with, as you see. We are sitting at 64 HP while the second place is at 33, so there's quite a deficit of HP right now. We pick up the echo here. And again, we're just chilling. Chilling. Now I decide to position like this because hopefully I will hit some important units on the boards I scouted. I believe I was looking for that misfortune. We still hit some targets here, so it's alright. We're fighting this Syndra though, which is quite annoying because he's throwing in some very strong units here, and which keeps disrupting our team, meaning we take another loss here. But again, it's alright. Looking at his position, you know, there are 3 persons at 1 hit, so we are guaranteed top 3 at least, which is very nice. But because of that, you shouldn't really just forget that you're still playing, or just calm down. You are still playing for second or first. Here we hit the Gunblade, which is quite nice. Put it on Nico. Holding these units here, Rammus pair. Maybe we can hit a Rammus 2 that Syndra can throw in later. Yeah, we're just again chilling right now, looking to level next turn on interval, so we don't lose out on gold. The Lux guy here hits Syndra 2, which is quite annoying because he will be contesting for those. But if we can kill him here, that won't be a problem. So let's see. This time he actually has Janna too with Star Guardian emblem though, so it's quite a different fight. Yeah, we take a pretty bad hit here, but again it's alright. Get top 4, hit the Rammus 2 there. We level, see if we can hit the Syndra, and we do on the first roll. So yeah, not gonna complain. We put in the Echo here for 6-star Guardians, and with this Rammus and Morgana on bench, we have a really strong board actually. We hit an additional Syndra, but I get a bit greedy here and actually continue to roll because I forgot that the other person is holding 3 Syndras as well, so hitting another Syndra there is quite unlikely. Another Samira board here, but this time we're a bit stronger. But he actually has an Ezreal too, so he's quite strong himself. It was a really close fight there. If the final bounce from Nico would have hit, maybe we could have won. The Lux guy dies here, but he made top 4 at least, so there's that. We hit 2 Syndras in the shop, and again we're chilling. So what I should do here is scout to hit this shroud on some important units, because that's really what I can do at this point. Change up positioning if that is relevant. I see the A-Soul on the right side there, so I should have moved Nyla 1 step to the right, because that would have hit the corner on both of the boards, giving a bit more value than keeping Nyla here in the middle of Aatrox and Garen. Take a pretty bad loss here, but the other person lost as well, so this is a second, yeah, quite good. I would say. Getting a second out of that game. Again, we didn't play the Rel or Kaisa carry augments. Maybe with those it would have been a first, but I think how we played this game was quite good. Not that many mistakes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you next time, guys.